Okay, what deeply specific and nuanced Big Brother topic is Ethanimale going to talk about today? How about the success and failures of the redneck archetype? No, Barfbag already kind of did that one. Okay, what about ranking the floors directly outside the front door? I don't know, that's just a little too out there, but Celebrity Big Brother 3 clears. I got it. How about the last words that jurors say when finalizing their vote on finale night? That seems perfect for the occasion. Many may overlook the insertion of the keys as just a finale night formality, but it goes deeper than that. This is the final time on the season that the jurors will get their individual spotlight, and it only lasts a few seconds, so they want to make it count. While some jurors lock in their vote without a second thought, we see others rise to the occasion and leave their mark on the season. Whether it be a subtle dig at the final two, a not so subtle dig at the final two, or just some other fantastic little speech, there have been a couple iconic final words, and today we're going to go over them. If you were to ask me what my final words would be, it would probably be something along the lines of, hey, why don't you check if you're subscribed to the channel because it really helps me out if you are, or something like that. Anyways, without further ado, here are the most iconic jury vote speeches in Big Brother history.
Cutscene, there's no jury management.
Now, one thing to note is that the key wheel voting worked a little bit differently back in the day. From Big Brother 2 to Big Brother 4, we didn't actually get to see the jurors put their keys into the box, but rather we saw them take out their key and make a little speech as they revealed their vote. So that's what I'll be using for the first 3 seasons. Kicking things off, we have Big Brother 2, and while I always like the impact of Cheryl's vote to Will, there wasn't actually any pizzazz in her speech. But luckily, Monica went right after her, and hers was amazing. Even though Will had already won at this point and Monica's vote was literally just a formality, she still gave a perfect speech to finish off the voting, and ending it with her legendary congratulations certainly cemented it in Big Brother's legacy.
Yes, it's on. I told you to be on when I got back. You played an excellent game, Will. I knew you were going to play this game the way you did. Much respect for you. I'm not mad at you. And I voted for you, baby. Congratulations. Yeah,
Big Brother 3's vote reveal was pretty much just a string of I voted for Lisa 9 times in a row, but I always appreciated Josh's little touch of literally throwing his key away after revealing his vote.
I did it. I voted for Lisa to win Big Brother 3.
I thought Big Brother 4 was going to have amazing speech after amazing speech because I remembered how they were all just so mean, but for the most part, they were kind of just quiet and harsh. I'll still show a couple so you get what I mean.
All right, guys, I lost a lot of respect for both of you after seeing those tapes. I want you to know that. I'm going to choose the lesser of 2 evils.
You know, after watching the tapes, I am very disappointed. I kind of expected it from June, but Allie, that was a big surprise to me. But, you know, like I said, I have to vote for one of you, so.
I have to give you guys credit because I wouldn't be able to sacrifice respect for others to win any kind of money.
I said I was going to give it to the person that kicked me out of the house. I vote for June to win Brother 4.
Skipping ahead to Big Brother 6, we get to the more traditional key vote speeches that we all know and sometimes love. While most of the house guests were quite cordial, I was happy to see Howie throw some jokes in there about the 2 finalists being the least liked players of the season, and something about Julie trying to tell Howie to hurry up, but only resulting in the process taking longer was so funny to me.
You gotta make this brief, Howie.
Unfortunately, I can't vote on America's #1 choices.
Brief, Howie, brief.
I'm stuck voting for America's last choices, but don't hate the house guests. Hate the game. No peeking, Julie.
Hitting you with the back-to-back, we have Howie again in Big Brother All-Stars, and in a weird sense of duality, Howie once again made a statement about America hating someone in the final 2. However, this time, instead of audience laughter, the crowd seemed uncomfortable, and you could even hear someone booing him. But he brought it back around and won the audience over once he shouted out his own personal website at the end. A couple votes after Howie, you have Chicken George giving a speech about his own experience in the game and realizing what it meant to be a juror, which was fine and all, but the great part was that he really struggled to put his key in the wheel, and Julie had to ask if he needed help. It was just such a Chicken George thing to happen, which is why I'm including it. Honestly, all 7 of the jurors on All-Stars had really solid speeches, and I could have included a few more if I felt like it. But I didn't, so you only get 2.
Boogie, it's hard to justify giving $500,000 to someone that owns 6 restaurants. Erica, I heard through the Big Brother grapevine that you hate me now. I still love you, but unfortunately, I think America hates you. If either one of you want to continue this discussion with me, you can chat with me at HowieGordon.com.
I have to give my vote to the player that played the best game.
Do you need help there?
Sorry, Julie.
Pray for effort, that's all right.
I know we're still pretty early into the video, but this is the one I have been dying to talk about. Jen telling both of the Donatos that she wished she could vote for anybody besides them was so amazing. It was just such a perfect Jen speech. Jessica's speech also seemed to get a good laugh from the audience, but Jen was the real star.
Honestly, I would prefer to vote for anyone besides either of you in the House, but I have no choice, so I will have to vote for one of you.
I'm voting for the person that I enjoyed more in the house.
Big Brother 9 gave us one funny juror speech where Julie seemed flabbergasted that James's final words were solely, "I hope you party away this money." And it gets just a bit more wild when you think about what happened after the season.
What's up?
What's up, CJ?
Hope you party away this money.
Oh, man.
Is that your statement?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go, all right.
Rennie's speech in Big Brother 10 was over 45 seconds, which is way over the time limit that they're supposed to get, so already that's hilarious, but there were two things in particular in her speech that stood out to me. One, her bombastic scream to seal her vote, and two, her quote of, "in the game of life, and in the game of TV games." I also really enjoyed Jerry's vote and him laughing about how he failed time and time again to get Dan and Memphis out of the house.
Hello? I would like to say that as a businesswoman, in the game of life and in the game of TV games, that people don't take for granted just the little things. I think it's good that you get in touch with a person's human spirit. So with this, that is why I'm voting for this person tonight.
Thank you, Rennie.
Hi guys,
The Colonel.
congratulations. I tried to get rid of you two a bunch of times. And you guys kept sticking around, you know.
While I don't think any of Big Brother 12's final words were top tier spectacular, I did still enjoy aspects of a few of them. I thought Matt saying he would have annihilated the brigade at the final four was humorous. I thought Reagan's line of, "I think one of you is here to win $500,000 and I think one of you is here to give it away," goes extremely hard. And I always giggled at Enzo saying he based his vote on who needs a haircut over who needs a shave, especially since it all came down to his vote in the end.
You know, kicking me out of the house was the best move you guys made. I think had it been a brigade final four like we thought it was going to be, you guys know as well as I do, I would have annihilated you all.
Ultimately, I think one of you was here to win $500,000 and one of you was here to give it away.
My decision's probably going to be between who needs a haircut, who needs a shave. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. So I don't know. We gotta see.
For Big Brother 13, I loved Danielle giving her props to Portia and then telling Rachel that she's lucky this isn't a personality contest. It was such a straightforward dig and was very true to their storyline across the season, and for what it's worth, I also found Jeff's comment immediately afterwards to fit nicely in transition. Also on Big Brother 13, you had Adam, and his was a bit wild because of just how wrong he ended up being with his entire speech. He said he would have won the game had Rachel not gotten rid of him, which is false, and he said that he would also be brought back for All-Stars 2, which he wasn't. Not to dig on Adam too much, but I just thought that it was a little bit funny.
Portia, I adore you. I'm very proud of you. And Rachel, you're lucky that this is not a personality contest.
I don't have anything cute to say.
Rachel, your best move is getting rid of me. I would have won this game. If I didn't throw my goggles and didn't smoke, I would have won this game. $500,000 would be mine. Sorry, baby. Next time I come back for All-Stars, I'm winning this game.
In Big Brother 14, I always really liked Ashley's dream board comment and her gleaming smile right after the fact because it was so in character for her.
I definitely put you on my dream board.
Thank you, Ashley.
The one rule of these final words is that you're not supposed to say who you're voting for, which is exactly why Zach's speech in Big Brother 16 is so funny because he pretty much blatantly says that he's voting for Derek, to which everyone laughed. Also, Jocasta eating Derek up by telling him fake praying works, right? As she votes for Cody is an extremely underappreciated moment. Also, I know Frankie gets a lot of flack for his over-performativity, but I did admittedly find his vote speech to be pretty funny.
I gotta say, I love New Jersey, but Rhode Island is where my heart's at.
By the way, don't reveal your vote, jurors. Don't do what Zach did, in other words.
I guess fake praying works, right?
I don't like the fake play. I still love you, Mama J, either way.
Cody, you look really hot. But I've still had better.
This Big Brother 17 one was completely random and it caught me off guard, but James telling Steve that he liked his haircut but that he needs another one made me spill my coffee while writing this, so for that, it earns a spot in this video. Then, I really enjoyed Austin quoting Selena Gomez as he locked in his obvious vote for Liz, and lastly, Johnny Mac insulting Steve and then failing to come up with a good insult for Liz was a nice way to wrap up this above average voting session.
I think both of y'all did an amazing job. Good to see you, Steve. I love that haircut. You need another one?
Steve, proud of you, boy. You did great today. But in the immortal words of the Philistine poet Selena Gomez, the heart wants what it wants.
I have to choose between the worst Alliance member ever or the twin. Liz, I couldn't come up with a good insult for you.
In Big Brother 18, there was just something about Bridget not having anything to say that was so funny and in character for her. Some of the other players had some good little clips too, like Victor teasing another battle back at the final two, and Corey telling Nicole that she looks great, and then just saying Paul's name.
Hey, you guys. Great game. Okay, here goes.
What's up, guys?
What up?
Probably thinking that I might be going back in that house any second. Take the seat. But lucky for you, there's no more buybacks.
Nicole, looking good.
Looking good.
Oh,
man.
thanks, bro.
Paul?
Alright, there were quite a few small digs in Big Brother 19, but the one that I found to be actually worthy of the title iconic was Alex's. She starts her speech before she even gets to the key wheel, throwing a line that Paul said to her right back in their face, saying if it's true that it's just a game and that you want to be friends afterwards, then let's be friends, all while she puts Josh's key into the wheel.
You said it was just a game and that we'd be friends afterwards. If that's true, then let's be friends. Otherwise, I'm voting for the person who stabbed me in the front instead of the back.
After Big Brother 19, I didn't really find any of the speeches to be all that great, but I think there were a few good ones that we can talk about in quick succession. Big Brother 21 had a fun moment from Julie where she just told Jack to hustle up because they were clearly pressed for time. Ian gave a nice speech to Cody in Big Brother 22, basically commending him for not making the game-losing decision at the finish line like he did on Big Brother 16, which I appreciated from him. I found Claire's speech in Big Brother 23 to be a fun one, although a bit confounding because I had to pause for a second to make sure I was understanding it correctly. And lastly, there were two from Big Brother 24 that I liked. I found Joseph's speech to be very strong as he stated he was voting for the face and the sword of the season, but my favorite one had to be Brittany's. She joked around, saying that she still couldn't find that missing vote from week 10, which was a clear reference to her voting Taylor out and then trying to lie about it in the house, and I just found this to be a pretty clever speech because it was almost as if she did find that vote for Taylor and was now inserting it as her jury vote.
Jack, get us started. And if you could put some hustle in your step,
Yes, we got
that
time
would
to
be
make up.
appreciated.
Game well played. Gotta say, one of you is not getting dinged with a .900 blender this time.
You know, I love three things: my family, good Big Brother, and being proven wrong. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna get that third one tonight. I think you saw who I voted for.
Thank you, Hannah.
sis.
And I've decided to cast my vote to not evict. I don't know what I'm saying, but I love you guys.
You had me nervous, Oz. I was like, you're not supposed to say.
I love and support you both with all my heart, but I am voting for the face and the sword of this season.
You know, I've just been looking everywhere for that missing week 10 vote.
Now that we've gone through the American seasons, we get to the Canadian seasons. However, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very Big Brothered out right now simply due to the length of Big Brother 25, so I'm not gonna give you any explanation of the votes and I'm just gonna play them in a row to close the video out. All except for one. Before we get to that, I am going to quickly issue a spoiler warning for Big Brother Canada seasons because of obvious reasons, so if you don't want to know, now is your chance to hop out. Okay, so Big Brother Canada 1 has the biggest outlier juror speech of any season of Big Brother, and it would be a disservice if I didn't include an explanation for it, and that is, of course, Topaz's vote. Jillian and Gary were in the final 2 of Big Brother Canada 1. However, the first 4 jurors were anti-Jillian, and they had made a pact to ensure that she lost if she was in the final 2. These jurors were not very nice to Jillian throughout the entirety of the final 2 questioning period, with some of them acting rather smug, knowing that they had the votes to give Gary the win, which made it all the more wild seeing as to what happened next. The jurors went to lock in their keys, and Topaz, unknowingly about to make one of the most infamous mistakes of all time, went up to the voting wheel and said, "My vote is 150% secured," before locking in her vote that was obviously for her best friend Gary. But she messed up. Big time. Because somehow, while making her speech about how confident she was in her vote, she put the wrong square in and actually voted for Jillian to win. This resulted in Jillian pulling away with a 4-3 victory over Gary, and for the sheer contradiction between her vote speech and her vote, as well as the impact of the entire situation, it goes down as the biggest and most iconic jury vote speech in all of Big Brother. Thank you for watching, and enjoy some other Big Brother Canada clips on your way out.
So my vote is 150% secure. 150%.
Topaz has voted for Jillian.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
I am voting for the person who played the best / my game.
Congrats to both of you, I guess. Where am I putting this? You know, sometimes dumb luck can win this game, so.
Made the best bitch win this game.
Unfortunately, my winner joined me at jury, so sadly one doesn't have a choice. But here we are. Congratulations.
In a season full of crazy luck, you may go down as the luckiest winner in Big Brother history.
The Black Widow strikes again. Bye, bitches.
Since I couldn't vote for my number 1, I guess I'll vote for my next best thing.
Since I couldn't vote for myself, I vote for his next best thing.
I'm voting for the person who fought the hardest after Dimitri.
Am I voting with my head, my heart, or my gut? Guess.
I'm voting for the second prettiest of them all.
This season has been the most spicy season ever. Oh my gosh.
Guys, nobody puts on a show quite like the roast show, but the 2 of you did a pretty damn good job.